Everyone, welcome back to Fair Code. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be breaking down a super common, but I think it's a confusing problem you might see when you're trying to open a website. It usually says your connection is not private. This error actually, so this message can look scary, but don't worry, I'm here to explain what it means, what causes it, and how you can fix it step by step. What's actually this error? What does it actually mean? And if you can see here, I've highlighted, it's not like highlighted, I've just hidden the name of the website actually from safety purposes. So when you visit a website that uses HTTPS, your browser expects the site to present a valid SSL certificate. So what is this SSL certificate? An SSL certificate, it's more like an ID. It's more like an ID for a website. What it does, this ID, it confirms if you are connecting to a real website, and if your data is encrypted, or if no one can tamper or intercept with the connection. But if the certificate is invalid, or it's broken, or it's expired, or it does not match the domain, here's the domain here, it does not match the domain your browser, so your browser actually stops everything and shows you this warning. So this is what will appear. It doesn't mean that the content that you had on your website, whether anything that was saved or was stored in your website, it's deleted. No, it's still there. It's just that you cannot access the website. So it usually shows this error here. Here's the error, or a message that says the website sent unusual or incorrect credentials. Yeah, so what actually causes this error? What actually causes this error, it's multiple reasons. One of them is an expired SSL certificate. So website need to renew their certificates regularly. This certificates needs to be renewed regularly. If it expires, the browser just instantly blocks the connection right away. So one of the other reasons, it's the wrong certificate installed. Sometimes the server is configured with the wrong certificate, maybe for a different domain, or only for a non-double version of a website. So for example, if the certificate covers, let's say our website it's faircode.net, it covers faircode.net, and then the user tries to visit this using www.faircode.net. It might throw an error sometimes, but this is more likely not to happen. It might throw an error because it only covers this domain here. It's weird. I know a lot of them say it weird, but yeah, it happens most of the cases. Not most of the cases, it rarely happens, but it does happen. It exists there. So the third reason is a corrupted or incomplete certificate chain. So SSL certificates come with intermediate certificates. So if those, think of it like a book. A book has so many pages in it. So all those pages, they contribute in making a book. Same with an SSL certificate. So an SSL certificate comes with intermediate certificates. So if they are missing, the browser cannot verify the site properly and is more likely to show this error. So the fourth reason, Cloudflare or reverse proxy mismatch. So if you're using Cloudflare and the SSL mode is set incorrectly, like for instance, if it's set on flexible instead of full strict, what actually happens, the browser gets mixed signals and it rejects the connection. So the fifth reason is the new domain. When you are having a new domain, the reason why I'm saying a new domain is when you install a new domain, there's certain properties such as the DNS. So if the DNS is not fully propagated, if the DNS is not fully initiated to the hosting platform, so the SSL might take time to install, or it might be installing, or it might have not been propagated. So another reason, the sixth reason, is just the server misconfigurations. You know, sometimes the server just is not sending the right certificate at all at that moment. So which means the server itself could be having errors, could be running errors, which means it needs to be checked, obviously. And this causes Chrome or any browser that you'll be using at that moment, it could be Microsoft Edge, it could be Brave or whatever, to return scrambled certificates. Set. But then the most probably reason why in this website, it's how to fix it. Are you on this video right now? It's how to fix it. The first thing you need to do is to check the SSL certificate. And to check the SSL certificate, you can use tools such as the SSL labs, SSL test, or you can either check this at the register where your domain is being you've registered you are in the register where your domain is being hosted or is being registered. So in the SSL labs, what you do, you just type your domain. What you will see whether the certificate is valid, when it expires, whether the chain is correct, which domain it covers. If anything is red or missing, then that's your issue there. So the second thing that you can do, or the second option that you can opt for, is to reinstall or renew the SSL certificate. So if the SSL certificate is expired or it's broken, you need to reinstall it. With most hosting providers, you can use a free Let's Encrypt certificate, and make sure that it covers both. Once you reinstall, you need to make sure that it covers both domain.com and www.domain.com. Obviously, this here is just a placeholder for your domain name. And the third fix is if you are using Cloudflare. That's if you are using Cloudflare, you need to make sure that your SSL mode is on full or full strict, and also make sure that the edge certificates are active. And if you're using an origin certificate, make sure it's installed correctly on the server, because if it's not installed correctly on the server, it's going to throw the same issue. And then the fourth fix is to check the server configurations. Remember, a server also plays a huge part in your website and also in your SSLs. So you need to check your server configurations, whether they are correct or not, and make sure that your SSL block, it includes your server name and also the domain, and also to cater for www.main.com. And lastly, it's if you've just installed or you've just put your website out there in the public or on the market, just wait until the DNS propagates. Thank you.